Hello friends, my name is Anurag Sahai and we are discussing lesser known secrets of Navaratri. And today is day 4, so we'll look at puja secrets of day 4. Whom to worship today and what is the secret behind or lesser known facts behind that Devi. So today we are going to worship Devi Kushmanda on the 4th day. Who is Devi Kushmanda and what her name symbolizes? Let's look at that details first. So Devi's name signals her main role. Here Ku means a little, Ushma means warmth or energy, and Anda means comes from the word Brahmanda, that is cosmic egg. So Devi's name suggests that she is the creator of this little cosmic egg that we call our universe. As per the another story, Devi created the whole universe, which is called Brahmanda in Sanskrit, by just flashing little bit of her smile. Isn't it beautiful? Then there is another story in which Goddess Parvati started living inside the center of the sun so that she can liberate energy to the universe. Since then, goddess is known as Kushmanda. Kushmanda is the goddess who has the power and capability to live inside the sun. The glow and radiance of her body is as luminous as that of the sun. She also likes bali, means sacrifice, of white pumpkin, which is also known as Kushmanda. That's the reason some people say from Brahmanda and Kushmanda, her name becomes Kushmanda. She is known to bless her devotees with strength, wisdom, prosperity, and protects them from troubles and hardship of life. So we will understand the iconography and what is Tantra meaning. Before that, let's look into what actually the chakra or planets it associates with. So the planet which she is associated with is Sun, definitely, because Parvati is said to be residing in Sun. Now the chakra is Anahata, that is again heart. Again, it is a point which you can say like a sun in your body. Navaratri color of the day because of today, that is orange, and flower is red color flower, and bhog or the offering is malpua, a very specific Indian sweet which has to be offered to Devi. Now look at the iconography. Goddess Kushmanda rides on the lioness. She is depicted with 8 hands. She has Kamandal, Dhanush, Bana, and Kamal in the right hands, and Amrit Kalash, Japamala, Gada, and Chakra in the left hand in that order. So, object in her left hands are Amrit Kalash, the nectar pot means immortality drink. That's what she's having, nectar, immortality. Then Japamala means awareness, connection with divine, and Gada mace means loyalty and love. Chakra, the disc, that is wheel of time, which destroys everything in the universe, isn't it? Time destroys everything in the universe. Objects in her right hand is Kamandal, sacred water pot, that is symbol of nourishment and fertility. Bow and third is an arrow, both depicts aimed and well guided energy, and lotus is detachment and auspiciousness. So, and her vahana vehicle is lioness. So mastery over fear or fearless attitude is what it means. So what we understand as per the tantra understanding, so let's look at in the tantra sciences or yoga sciences what it means. As per tantra, this day is to harness the power of anahata chakra, that is heart chakra, uh, which represents air element. What is a negative side of air element? Instead of getting into the negative aspects of air element, that example, uncontrolled or overexcited mind because of your thoughts, no love and intimacy in relationships, feeling of insecurity, like, and you get into divorce and different aspects of life because of feeling insecure, dry personality, uncontrolled love because of overexcited chakra, uncontrolled love happens. So instead of getting into these negative aspects, we should harness the power of love. When we are connected to our heart chakra, we are connected to the universal power of creation, that is love. Yes, universal power of creation is love. Love is the power with which this Brahmanda universe is created. If we activate our heart chakra, then we become aware of the divine light, and this light shines through our heart. The knowledge of time, creation, and immortality opens to us. So, the knowledge of time, creation, and immortality opens to us. With this knowledge, our heart becomes the center of our universe, which radiates light and love around us, which creates loyalty, security, warmth, nourishment, and engages in well guided and aimed, fearless, effortless, auspicious, but detached action. Yes, I repeat it again. With this knowledge, our heart, that what knowledge? The knowledge of time, creation, and immortality, our heart becomes the center of our universe, which radiates light and love around us, which creates loyalty, security, warmth, nourishment, and engage us in well guided and aimed, fearless, effortless, auspicious, but detached action. This type of action leads us to many siddhis. Siddhis means accomplishments or powers, and nidhis means treasures. That's the reason there are 8 type of siddhis, ashta siddhis, which are depicted by the 8 hands of Mata or Devi Kushmanda. So, how to unfold these siddhis and what we can do, what actually can happen today. So focus on your Anahata chakra, that is heart chakra, and meditate on it. Or uncontrolled or overexcited mind, you can focus on your uncontrolled, overexcited mind that is living in only thoughts and logic, which creates insecurity and drives our love from our life, are our fourth blockage. So we have to look at our thoughts, and are we over dependent on our thoughts and logic, and we are drying ourselves and depriving ourselves from love. Observe and witness your thoughts and get into no thought zone. That's what you need to do. You can chant below Devi mantra, Om Devi Kushmande Namah. Om Devi Kushmande Namah. Again, do not chant this mantra because I have given it to you. Please take Diksha from somebody who knows about this mantra and then chant it. You can do meditation on Devi Kushmanda and on your Anhat chakra. That's what you can do today. I hope that you are liking my videos and understanding Devi more and more and its powers. See you tomorrow on day 5th. Till then, stay healthy and stress free. Thank you.